smoking of black man knows no age. This is ageless. Been happening for years. There is no graduation from skin color. Grades won't get me out. In prison at best, straight A's get you good behavior. Good boy. Not a guarantee. Not justice. As it should. In February, his mother will place 18 candles on a cake that will wax smoking entry wounds down to the plate as she celebrates both the month he was born and the month he became Black history. And he was Black history. Made history, red, white, and brown, or otherwise, timeless like the boying of black men. There is no legal age, only legal limits. The right to booze, smoke, or check a square never made him more a man, neither did white neighborhoods, white shorts, or white women. From OJ to Trayvon, brother journalists asked America if we made progress like OJ and Trayvon had anything in common. Born the year of OJ's acquittal, 17 years since his trial and Zimmerman's lack thereof, brother journalist wasn't pointing out how the crimes were different. He was pointing out how we isn't. Is this another OJ moment for America? Do we need another poll to tell us that being black in America is different than being white? To tell me that most blacks think George Zimmerman is guilty of a crime? To tell me that we ain't boys? To tell me that I believe that he would have been arrested on the spot if he shot a white person? Ask Plaxico Burress Gallup poll. A black person will get arrested for shooting a damn self. And the only time we get polled other than to tell us we don't count is when we get sent to polls that don't count us. OJ and Trayvon were as common as their single mothers who believed they could work enough jobs to love their black sons away from jail and death. That's where the commonalities end. Trayvon knew he was different. The retreat at Twin Lakes in Sanford didn't even smell the same color as the cocinas in Miami Gardens. And when he visited Dad and Dad's fiance in her gated community, he stood out like O.J. Simpson on a high school football practice field. Trayvon was different. He was never a boy playing a man's game. He learned he could never outrun his race because it doesn't matter how fast you could run, only how fast you could run with a ball. George Zimmerman didn't need a white Bronco to avoid arrest. All he needed to walk was his white skin. It was the boy with the candy given the same presumption of innocence as the man with the gun. These guys always get away, he said, before he stood Trayvon's ground, straddling the finally quiet teenage body slumped beneath him. Bloody gloves didn't get the job done, so now it's bloody hoodies. Use words like neighborhood watch to let us know what time it is, so I tell my black son, Trayvon's birthday cake only had a couple more candles than yours. Now he's gone, put out like a fire hazard. But remember what he looks like, and know that he got killed for hanging out, and his neighborhood was the noose. Our country's been strung out on race since the summer of 1919. 1995, if he wasn't guilty, why did OJ run? 2012, if he's not guilty, why did Zimmerman run? Well, why did Trayvon run if he was innocent? Because that's what we do. The price we pay is so high, we can't afford to sell out. We couldn't afford to sell out if we wanted to. Not even OJ. Due process and due karma are as different as OJ and Trayvon. America is the same as OJ and George Zimmerman, just different colors. Yes, Gallup poll. I want to put George Zimmerman in a box. Not because he's dead, but because he is broken. I want to return him to the America he was made in. I want a refund. I want service. I don't want corrections. I want justice, because you made George Zimmerman America, so only you can fix him. And there will be less OJs, and there will be less Trayvons, and we'll all be different. But at least, we'll all be treated the same.